It has been about nearly 9 years since I moved to France. And to summarize this journey and experience in one video, it would be quite impossible. But let me try.
So why did you move to France?
For l'amour. For
Not
love,
for me.
but not for you. Well, it's true that I moved for a guy, but that's not the main reason that I chose to move overseas. I think I've always wanted to leave Singapore, explore the world, because I thought that Singapore was too small for me. I think the world is so big out there and there's a lot to see and to experience. So there's always something that was drawing me my attention overseas, and I wanted to just give it a try. Something. As I was saying, I moved for a guy, but it wasn't really for him. I eventually did find a husband in France, but that's a story for another day.
Bon appétit!
Let's see. So this is the main dish. We are having the mussels. I think it's called cocotte.
Merci.
Merci. In France, there's a way to eat this dish. First of all, you have to find a good-looking, or maybe not good-looking, useful-looking mussel shell. So I already finished eating one. This is the one I chose, and we're gonna use this with our hands, pick the flesh out from the other shell. So this is how it's usually eaten in France. This is cooked with a cheese from the region of north of France. And after that, you just put the shell into here, not anywhere else, but here. I think I was searching for a sense of purpose. I was in my early 30s. I had just came out of a caregiving situation for many years. I was not too old and I was not too young, but it was nerve-wracking enough, especially in an Asian society, to think about this should be the time that I should be settling down with someone or maybe having kids. But yet I was thinking about moving overseas, and like I said in my previous I moved for a guy, but honestly back then I wasn't sure if it would work out, and yet time was ticking by. Okay, we could have ordered here.
Is it difficult to live in France?
Oh yeah. I think, well, I haven't lived in another country before, but I think France is really not easy to live in. First of all, there's the language issue. You need to know how to speak French. Work-life balance. I was working in an international company, so I already knew how the others were working compared to how we work in Asia, especially in Singapore. In Singapore, it's a very competitive environment. We basically work ourselves to death. We can continue working until 12 a.m. or even midnight. the expectation is very different to deliver over there. And I was hoping that in Europe, especially in France, there's a big work-life balance push, especially to stop, able to say stop or able to say no to late meetings or working late. And it's been proven quite true so far that the culture in France is that you leave to work. You work. No, you don't leave to work. You work to leave. So France has taught me a lot about uh, work-life balance and how to say no and to have a stronger boundary. We found this bar on the beach with a sea view and seagulls. The food is ready. This is our sandwich for today.
This is cheese panini,
Cheese salini.
and this one is English panini
Okay,
for you.
let me see. I think looking back, I was really searching for a sense of purpose. I was tired of not having a place to go. For example, I work the whole week, and then for weekends, I don't know what to do because I don't know where I was supposed to go or where to connect with people or to connect with life in a more meaningful way. So in a way, yes, I think Singapore was way too small for me, or in a way, I was looking for something else that Singapore couldn't give me. That if I don't take this step, I will never know what's out there for me. I was stricken by fear, a lot of fear. What's gonna happen if things don't work out between the person that I moved for? What if I'm stuck in a foreign land? What's gonna happen? I couldn't imagine what life could bring. Maybe a very naive stage of mine. I was thinking that it's gonna be easy in France. In a way, I was so wrong. It was not easy, and it's probably still not easy. I think one thing I really appreciate the life in France is how life is so slow here. I still work a full-time job, and my job is rather busy sometimes. But other than that, everything around me is pretty slow. I was living in a small city by the beach, by the sea. There wasn't much to do over there. At first, it was not easy to live in a city with nothing much going on. It was a very different life from the one I had in Singapore, in a big city where we always surrounded by so many people, noises, and we always have so many activities going on. This slow pace of life in the small city, and in general the French way of slow living, helped me to realize over the years that this is really the beauty of life. The beauty of life is experienced in its slowness and its present moments, and not rushed through. For example, in France, we take eating together very seriously. In France, we often spend meals together with friends and family, and during this next 4, 5, or even 6 hours, we are fully devoted to each other. We take the time out of our busy schedule and we spend time together exchanging our recent updates, debates, or even opinions on things, and we just spend lovely time together. The mobile phone is often not even in the picture. You will not see people using their phones during dinners or lunches together because that's really disrespectful. And I really like this way of focus on people. We value people and not what we get out of our mobile phones. And when we say we want to have a coffee, it is an experience. We sit down and properly order coffee and drink it while, people watching, or having a moment with your friend, a moment with your family. It is never rushed, and there's not much of a culture of takeaway coffee here. And I really enjoy that. And we are focusing on the present moments. And I feel that helped me to see the beauty of life much more. People in France are also not into showing materialistic items. For example, it is not culturally acceptable to show your wealth that openly. Money is not seen as something desirable here. It is seen as something sometimes even dirty. So showing big wealth like luxurious cars, luxurious clothes, or bags are not something seen as classy here, and it's something that's frowned upon on. Coming from the opposite of this culture, where wealth is seen to be something we must show always, I really found that this quiet way of living is so much better, healthier, and closer to my heart.
That's why you are in France.
In general, I feel like the slow living and this quiet life of not showing off one's wealth really helped me develop more as a person, and I enjoy this part of me much more. I like it that most French people, they are simple. They enjoy the very simple, little perfect moments of life and the day sometimes. For example, I could be hanging out with a friend and we are walking around the city or along the beach or along the countryside roads. It doesn't really matter, but what was nice is that we are spending time together in that moment, discussing our lives. We had a good moment together, and that is already priceless. Or that day could have been rainy and we had moment of sun, and it was just nice to experience that. Okay, ask them. And we are also not dressed for the weather. It got colder than we expected, so it's like 7 degrees now, and he's dressed like I don't know,
Winter is coming.
like spring or autumn. Okay, we're gonna buy some pastries for breakfast. What's famous here is the gâteau bateau. Oh, it's not bateau, it's gâteau bateau.
On va voir si c'est votre spécialité, le gâteau battu.
Merci.
Tu veux un croissant, pain au chocolat? Il vous reste des croissants, non?
Croissant, j'ai vu, monsieur.
D'accord. C'est à côté, hein, c'est expensive,
9?
Yeah.
6 euros, no?
9.
9? Asian culture, we are always looking for something else, a bigger event, bigger materialistic stuff. For example, bigger houses, bigger cars, bigger, I don't know. It has to be better than before. Otherwise, it's as if there hasn't been any progress in your life. And this is some sort of society pressure that came from others, that we need to show up constantly as we are getting better, we are doing better, and we are richer and stuff like that. So I feel that the French culture of celebrating little moments in life is much more closer to my heart and much nicer, and it helps me to appreciate life in a different way, and I'm much happier that way. 不错，好收获。
你说什么？
Okay, is it open? We need to go buy some things, Mungo. It's open. Oh, you want to go over there? We should compare. We managed to buy something. This is this inner fleece lining, and it's anti-wind and waterproof, right? And me, I bought something as well. Wow, super warm now. Look at that. I bought well, it's not down jacket. It's the owner said that in France, for ecologic reason, there's no more down jacket. I don't know.
I'm not sure that it lies or not.
I think it's lying. I don't know. Because it's just duck feathers. I don't know. Anyway, it's synthetic. I don't care now. It's just warm, okay? And we need it. We are going to see the we're going for a tour later outdoor, so we need to be warm. This is the lamb. How do you say pre-salé? Pré-salé? But what is it in English?
I don't know. Result.
Pre-salt? I don't know. The lamb eats the algae here that are salted, so they're especially tender. We had it in the restaurant yesterday. Hello cows. How much did you pay the other day?
27 euros.
27 euros for 5 hours of charge. We have to go back to Paris. Now we are waiting for it to charge. Paris is 200 something kilometers away. We're just trying to make it full charge because we used the car yesterday before we leave. I had fun making this video and I hope that you enjoy it. I hope to be sharing more about my life in France, so stay tuned and see you again soon. Take care, friends.